want it, baby, more than I want it.
They don't.
Nobody on it, baby, the way that I'm on it, believe me.
Please do. Believe me, baby.
Nobody want it, baby, more than I want it. Nobody on it, baby, the way that I'm on it, believe me. Nobody want it, baby, more than I want it. I'm up on it early, bright in the morning. This feelings like I'm performing right after a long night of recording. For all those dark, cold nights I was dormant, have to be handled accordingly. Cause those that are
What's good, y'all? It's Duct Tape from Upstate 518 to be exact. As soon as I jumped off the porch, I was Garden G Packs. Know that, a.k.a. Network King. Welcome to the Quotes Podcast, man, where you can quote me on this. It's the podcast where we discuss quotable statements that create quotable moments, baby. And let me tell you, these moments are definitely just getting more crazier and crazier as we speak, man. I'm going to get into a bunch of other things on this episode, man. That's kind of branching off of previous episodes and all that. However, I just want to start off this episode by saying salute to my boy Els. You know, he dropped his EP, Els and Bundy. You know, Bundy did all the production and all that. Fire joint. Last night was kind of like we was celebrating for that. You know what I mean? Because I was supposed to do this episode yesterday, get it out to y'all a little bit sooner. However, you know, here I am today doing it because yesterday, you know, a little bit too many shots of DeLeon, you know, maybe one cup too many of Bel Air. However, it was a good time, man. Salute to Els, man. He like my nephew and shit, man. I consider him to be like my nephew because him and my son are really, really close friends. So, you know, they came up together and they grind together and, you know, I'm featured on the EP. My son is featured on the EP. Ghibli. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to Party Jada Humble. You know what I'm saying? All on this EP that could be found everywhere, anywhere, any platform that plays music, man. Just go ahead and check it out. Els and Bundy, Underground Kings is the EP, man. Yo, and they got some good merch, you know. Shout out to Blacktop, baby. They're doing some good things over there, man, and fellas, man. So, yeah, salute to them. And, you know, we had a great night. It was a good time. It was a good time. In the studio, I was in there with Frizz and Els and Cash. You know, salute to my guys. You know, we did a little joint. I would say we trying to get it get it all mixed down and get this video out there too by Halloween. Actually, it's one of them joints, man. You know, I must say, when Els asked me to be on his EP, when he, you know, summons me to, you know, do that track with him and all that, he kind of re-sparked something, man. Like, I always love music, man. I love music. It's never going to change. You know what I'm saying? I just know that, you know, there was other things that I had to do in order to be able to provide and to be able to stay afloat out here financially and shit. And just, not to say that my time passed, or maybe it did or whatever. However, still got bars though. Check it out. You'll see. You know what's up. Like, this is more just so, like, I'm not pushing for it to be my career. This is what I do in my pastime. I get a couple of hours off it, cool. If I don't, no hard feelings. It's all good. You know what I mean? So, we just jump right into this episode, man. So, the quote of the episode is, acknowledge everything, entertain nothing. Some of y'all may have seen it on my Instagram before, because I did post it before, and I think that shit is dope as hell. The meaning of it to me is like, you see what's going on around you. You see how people are acting around you. You see the things people say, like all that. Like, you peep it. You feel me? So that's basically giving it the only acknowledgement that you should give it is by seeing it, knowing it's there, knowing it exists, and stuff like that. Like that's just about as far as I go as of acknowledging things that need not be entertained, because entertainment comes into the form of responding back. Entertaining comes in a form of reacting physically, emotionally, however. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that people see a lot of things going on that after they react, wish they didn't react at all to it. And especially in the manner that they may be reacting to it in. So, my advice to you, acknowledge everything, entertain nothing. Like, everything doesn't deserve a response, or everything doesn't deserve a reaction. You know what I mean? So just take for what you will. However, for me, I see what's going on. Like, I hear the and all that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm one to say, listen, man, I got a bunch of people that dislike who I am, how I move, whatever. Like, it's irrelevant to me. Like, you give people relevance when you respond. These people are irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, you giving these people relevance. Like, you see something and then you like, oh my God, did you see that? So, and who cares? Like, at the end of the day, nobody pays my bills. Nobody gets up and goes to work for me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't got no extra nigga running around. I don't got no clone running around that does all the hard work that I put in, all the shit that I do. I don't have somebody I could just have do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so who are you to tell me that your opinion of what you think of me is relevant? It's not. It's very irrelevant, actually. Extremely irrelevant. So, this, like I said, these are quotes that I may not have made up. However, I definitely coined them, and I definitely incorporate them in my everyday life, because I acknowledge a lot of things. And Lord knows I entertain absolutely nothing. It's not worth it. Not for me, at least. All right, yo. So I'm going to get into this next thing, and I'm going to get right up out of here with it. Like, I'm going to get into it and then just leave it, because Jada fucking Pinkett is taking up a lot of my... This is the last episode you're getting talked about, Jada Pinkett. Okay? Jada Pinkett Smith. This is the last fucking episode that you're getting talked about. However, I'm going to drag your ass one more time, because one more good time. All right? Because, yo, listen. Yo, now she's talking about... So she was on Sway in the morning talking about, oh, they saying I demasculated my husband again. And you don't think that's demasculating what you're doing, what you say? Now she's saying, oh, we wasn't broken up. We was healing. But you said that you were broken up. It was none of nobody's business. And then on this other platform, you said, oh, we weren't broken up. We were just healing. You know what I mean? Going through motions and figuring stuff out. Like, which one is it? And then they can ask you about you demasculating your husband again. And you're like, no, I'm not, or whatever. And then, yo, man, everybody has their stance in this world about certain situations, about certain things, about how, you know what I mean? Like how people conduct their lives, how people go about their everyday living. There's two sides to every coin, all right? You're going to have people that agree with me, what I'm saying, and then you're going to have people that disagree with me and what I'm saying. Totally fine. Everybody has their own say on how you feel about anything. You feel me? So let's just put that out there. I don't expect nobody to hear my side of things and be like, oh yeah, he right, or oh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to do that. There's going to be people that agree with me, yeah. And there's going to be people that disagree with me. Listen, everybody has their own opinion. They have their own mind. I would think you would, you know what I'm saying? Want to, you know, acknowledge things how you would like to. However, this is my fucking platform. This is my shit. And I'm going to talk about how I don't jack what she's talking about. Okay? I feel like she's, you know, cloud chasing. Then I found out she's coming out with a book. And this is why you keep doing all these press runs. You're in New York, you're doing this. This is why. She's got a book coming out. I'm like, damn, is she trying to get clout back in the spotlight, you know, with the Tupac shit and all that? Yo, I saw the funniest meme on Instagram. It's where Suge and Pac is in the car, and then you see Jada little head peeking up like she as if she was in the car with him at the time. You know, this shit is funny as hell. The internet is undefeated, man. Let's just be clear about that. The internet is undefeated. That should be funny. Yo, they be bombing her shit too. Like everybody's bombing her shit. And then there's other people that are taking her side, which is cool. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody got their own right to their own opinion. The reason why I created this platform, because I'm going to speak my shit, what I want to talk about, how I want to talk about it, about whom I want to talk about. No, you don't fucking like it? Do your own thing. I don't know what else to tell you. Then she talking about she sold crack before. She was selling crack. Yo. Why now does all this stuff come out? What the fuck is going on? What do people have shit go on so dramatically in their life and they like, nah, I'm gonna wait till I'm about 46 before I reveal this shit. Or I'm gonna wait till I'm at this stage of my career before I reveal this shit. Or like, you sold crack now? You was selling crack now? Bro, I'm just not jacking. I'm not jacking. I'm like, I'm not sorry. I'm not jacking it though. Like, Jada Pinkett Smith was not selling crack nowhere. I refuse to believe that. I just refuse to believe it. And like I said, once again, just my opinion. Maybe you guys believe it. Maybe you know her personally. I don't know her personally. And I don't believe it. So yeah, that's really that. You know what I mean? She got the book coming out. This is obviously a publicity stunt to be running around you doing your promo run and all that, and you're touching all these platforms, and this is a way to keep your name in the talks of these conversations and these. This is the last time I'm talking about you. Well, at least for now. That is like it was like 2 in a row. You ain't getting no 3 in a row. I ain't talking about you next week. It's a dub. This is where the buck stops, my girl. Or a ball. Cause you just be all, oh yeah, all elegant and shit with it. Nah, man. You wildin', like. You're fucking wildin', like. And you're doing this shit for clout. And it makes sense. The book is coming out. It makes sense. It all makes sense. Alright, so yo. Now I want to talk about this joint that I seen. This shit was so hilarious, right? So there's this TikTok dude, Jumpsuit Pablo is his name on TikTok. You want to go check it out, you can. So he made a video saying that when he did his 10-year prison stint, he took over a black prison gang known as the GDs. He said he got jumped in, he has initiation, boom, boom, all that shit. He said that one he said that one of the he said that one of the members or founding members or something like that was in a shower getting jumped and shit, and then he ran in and helped them out, and then in the process of him helping him out, you know what I mean, he got them boys up off him and shit and helped them out to the point where they was like, yo, you down or whatever, and then that's how he got initiated into the GDs. But he was making a whole video, yo, I was running them in there, you know what I'm saying? And it's a white dude. I was running them in there, you know what I mean? I ran that black prison gang, like making a whole video about the shit or whatever, right? So this is the one part of the video. It's like 4 different slides to the shit. Hilarious. It was like 4 different slides. That was the first slide. Yo, I run the black shit, boom, boom, whatever. So the next slide is, yeah, everybody that thought I was capping or whatever, it's not cap. I really was holding it down. I just got off the phone with some of the fellas, you know what I mean? Some of the fellas that I was locked up with. Other ones are, I wasn't locked up with them. However, you know, they're affiliated with the gang that I'm talking about and this, that, and the third. And they're all about to come over. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully this goes well. And the fellas, you know, when the fellas come over, we can make another video and they can tell you that I'm not capping. Like, yo, if you could go find it and see it, go find it and see it. The shit was hilarious. That was slide 2. He like, yeah, I got some snacks and stuff, like some weirdo shit, whatever though. He like, yeah, the fellas are about to come over here. The fellas, they're coming over, and they're gonna tell you that I wasn't capping at all this whole time. I was keeping it real, and whatever. So that was slide number 2. Now, slide number 3 is the nigga's breathing mad heavy. You could tell, look, he doesn't have his phone this time. Somebody else is holding the phone. And he's breathing mad heavy. He looked like he may have been tussled up a bit. However, there's no like clear signs of any like no markings on his face or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So he's just breathing mad heavy, looking like he's being told what to say now. And somebody else is behind, by the person that's behind the camera, holding the camera and shit. So he breathing all heavy. Yo, I just want to tell you guys, that video that I made about me being, and then he's looking, you could tell like he's looking at somebody and shit or whatever. Yo, I just want to tell you guys that the video that I made, that was not true. I was never in no gang. I was never affiliated with no gang. I was capping. Yo, this shit, it was hilarious. Had me fucking rolling. So that was slide number 3. Him breathing heavily, looking a little disheveled or whatever, explaining that he was lying in that video that he was in a gang or whatever. So slide number 4, right? Now this is slide number 4. This shit looked at like, you know how like if you like in a foreign country or whatever, and then they capture somebody and shit, and then they have them like sitting on this little stool in a little fucking cement basement, shit like that. This is how this looked. So the next slide looked exactly like that. He's sitting in a little metal stool, sitting on a metal stool, and some shorts and a t-shirt. Now, mind you, now it's like, it's really on some we got you kidnapped hostage vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting there, you could tell he's apparently very shaken, like scared as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's sitting there and he's like, now it looks like he's reading something. And he's like, yeah, everything is fine. I'm okay. Mom, to my mom and my girl, like, don't keep looking for me. Everybody, don't be alarmed if you don't see me on social media for a while. I'm just gonna take a break from social media. This has nothing to do with um, uh, the gang members, the GDs. It has nothing to do with them. I just feel like I need to take a break off of social media. Don't be worried about me. Don't check for me. As you can see, nothing's wrong with me physically. I'm physically fine. There's no marks on me or nothing. Yeah, just don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm hanging out. I'm good. Like what, nigga? Like nah. We know what's up. I mean, me personally, and anybody that saw that got their video know what's up. Nigga, you about to get beheaded or something. Nigga, like, it's quiet for you. So that was slide 4. So the 5th joint, rolling the 5th joint. Now, mind you, I'm already cracking up, dying already throughout this whole process, watching this shit play out or whatever. So we get to the last one, and he like, yo, as soon as the camera come on, he got the camera down. He like selfie mode with it. Yo, his shit was his face crazy, bloody, beat the fuck up. And then the nigga like, oh my god, oh my god, I don't even know where I'm at. Oh my god, yo, I was just so scared. I didn't even know I was gonna make it out of there. Obviously, wild on his shit. Wow, his shit the fuck up. So he like, yeah, my girl, damn, I got like 30 missed calls from my mom. Oh, this is crazy. Yo, my girl's coming to get me. Excuse me. I dropped my location already. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. She says she's like 2 hours away. Yo, wild on his shit. Completely wild on his shit. And when I tell you, had me fucking rolling, had me on the ground. So this dude name is Jumpsuit Pablo on TikTok. Oh man. If y'all want to check it out to see what I seen, yo, guaranteed that you're gonna be fucking rolling. All right. So I basically was just using that story to get into what I was gonna talk about next, which is you know what I mean? The second quote of the episode is say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, stand on it. You gotta stand on what you're saying. You have to believe that what you're saying is like, it's real, like for real. Like, if you're saying you're gonna do something or you're about something or something of that nature, a person like me expects you to fulfill out whatever it is that you're saying you're going to do or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Just recently I had to tell an individual that said something to me, and then later on try to backpedal, that I had to tell him like, nah, stand on what you just said. Like, don't double back now, because you're realizing that what you're saying and then who you're saying it to, nah, like, stand on it. Like, you know what I mean? Be a man about your shit. If this is what you're saying, then, because this is what I'm expecting. When you say something like that to me, when you say something of any nature to a person like me, I'm expecting you to carry it out in that same fashion that you're saying whatever it is that you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that you're gonna do something or don't say something and not mean it. Like, if you say you're gonna do this, I'm expecting you to do it in positive fashion as well. Like, don't tell somebody you're gonna do something for them, or you know what I'm saying, and then don't carry out what you're saying you're gonna do. Like, you gotta stand on that shit, man. And for women too, I know it's like I say like be a man about it and shit. However, like women, like y'all gotta stand on y'all shit. Like if y'all saying yo, I'm leaving this nigga, like, or you know, just for an example, because um this is gonna lead into the next thing I want to talk about her. Because like if you telling me or you telling your homegirl, yo, I'm leaving this nigga, boom, boom, or you saying it and then not doing it, like, what are you doing? Like, that nigga, for whatever, oh, he cheated on me, I'm leaving you, boom, boom, and then you don't leave. Now, he's going to continue to do whatever it is that you said you're leaving him for because you didn't leave. So it's like you're accepting it. You're okay with it. You don't mind that he keeps doing that to you or whatever. Like, you're all right with that. I mean, are you? Don't sit here and tell me that you're not. However, you're allowing it to go down and then you're saying you're going to leave and then you don't leave. Like, you have to stand on what you're saying in order for somebody to be convinced about what you're saying is really true. You feel me? So stand on it, man. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And then I was going to say, you know, that last story is because I want y'all young boys and y'all young females nowadays, because females nowadays are more, you know, getting sucked in with gang shit and all that than the men. Well, not more than, however, it's like more females are in it with them now. Before, you know, me coming up, it was probably like a chosen few females that was really about it, really with it. So nowadays it's like, yo, when I was in North Carolina, you'll be amazed at how many females was toting pistols. Like legally as well, too. Like, you'll be amazed. Like, like I was like blown away. Like, oh shit, damn! Like, almost any female that I ever ran into or seen, like, shorties was pulled up. Like, oh, this is cute. Little pink joints, little purple joints, like little cute little, you know what I mean? Outfit accessible, match to fit joints, all that shit. Shorties be pulled up down there. For real, for real. So it's like more nowadays that females are getting into the gang shit. And I just want to say, like, y'all gotta be very careful at what you're putting yourself into, like what you're getting yourself into. And you're gonna be considered, you're gonna be held accountable, like, for these choices that you're making. Okay, you wanna be down, you wanna be with the gang, like, you're gonna have to stand on that when something comes around that you're gonna have to stand on it for. You feel me? Like, you can't be just around niggas talking that gang shit and then say pop and then you not, and then what? Like, nah, don't act shook now, shorty. Like, you was with the shits prior to this. Like, you need to be with the shits during it. You feel me? So, like, y'all young boys and y'all young females, like, there's so many other ways. Listen, I'm not sitting here trying to tear down the gang culture or none of that. That's not my thing. However, if I could tell it to somebody and have them listen and not go down that path. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, you might be like, it's cool in the game, but when they hit you with that book, man, when the judge throw the book at you, man, hit you with all these years that these young boys is getting all these years, like, you gonna be able to do that? You gonna be able to handle that? Like, I'm just curious. Like, are you going to be able to do 20 years? Because they handing out years. I know little skid bit joints. They handing out some shit where you might not even, shit, by the time you get home, you might not, nobody that you knew was here when you left might not be here. That's the type of numbers they handing out. Like, I seen something on the internet where this judge, was he? He said he was hangry. You know what I'm saying? When you're hungry and then you become angry. He was hangry, so he gave somebody life because he was hangry, so he could hurry up and get out of there and eat. Like, and I'm not making this shit up. Like, this is what was said. This is what the judge said. He said it. Like, yeah, I gave him life because I was, hangry. I just wanted to get up out of there so I get something to eat. Do you know how scary that shit is? You know how crazy that shit is? That, like, to have to sit in front of somebody and then they have the power to, like, snatch your life from you and tell you to go sit the fuck down for 20-something years? Do you know the adrenaline that is bumping through your body when you're standing in front of that judge that has the power to tell you if you can go home or not, or when, or how long, and all that shit? That's a terrible feeling, man. That pit that you get in your stomach, like, it's like no other. I'm telling you, like, people that haven't been through it wouldn't understand it. However, for the ones that have, that's a traumatizing moment, man. To be honest, to be real serious with you, like, I can't be standing in the white courtroom. You know what that does to me? Like, my anxiety starts to go, like, just being in a courtroom, my stomach starts to cringe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you a feeling that, like, cause I've been here before. And then the last time I was here, I had to be told, you're not coming home for 5 years. That might sound small to some people, but shit, I lost out on a lot in doing a pickle, a straight pickle. You know what I'm saying? People was doing 10, like 20 years. And I got a family member that got sentenced to 28 years. And, like, he's forced to max now, like 28 years, yo. This was in, I want to say 98. You feel me? In 1998, man. Crazy. He's still in there. Like you just think back. That's like 25 years ago. 25 years ago. He's still in there. Like, he got a 28-year bid. And after serving 25 years straight, he's still in there, yo. Like, it's not what you want, man. It's not what you want. I promise you. Or so, leading into the next topic, which is YNW Melly. So his first trial was like a mistrial or something. They had to start over, whatever the case may be. So now they really trying to get this young boy. Like, they not having it. They are not having it. So The state filed 7 more charges and added 22 new witnesses for the next trial. Like, so they just beefing it. They like, yo, if we can't get him for what we really want to get him for, let's tack on some more charges. Something's gonna stick. We're gonna get something out of him. Like, he's already been in jail for years, pre-trial. You know what I'm saying? They already got some years out of him, and now they saying, let's add on 7 more charges and add 22 new witnesses, because we gonna get this young boy. Like, we not gonna get his ass. We gonna get his ass. Basically, that's what they saying in a nutshell. Like, if we can't make anything that we already got, look, they done missed charges for that shit. I bet. Let's add some more on. So one of these motherfuckers is gonna stick, man. Something gonna stick, man. Wow. So, you know what I mean? Like, they headhunting out here, man. They try and take out minorities any way they can, man. You know what I'm saying? They demasculate black men. Like, it's just sad. Like, they're doing whatever they can to lock up or to just wipe out our race. Like, black, Latinos, anything minority, you feel me? Like, they try and get you up out of here any way they can. Any way they can, man. Or they stop at nothing to get rid of us. So, I just want to talk about something I seen that was weird as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like really no crazy shit or whatever. However, it's weird as fuck, because why do they got commercials for fentanyl test strips? Like, this is the shit. Like, they're showing fentanyl is a drug or something that's put on a drug that is lethal to kill you. The slightest, you know what I mean? Too much of this, too much of that, whatever. They kill you. They putting it in a dope. They putting it in shit. They putting this shit on weed now. I had somebody tell me that they was smoking weed and they almost died from smoking weed, and then they found out it was sprinkled with fentanyl. I'm like, what? Like, huh? This is putting fentanyl on marijuana now? Like, anything to make, cause God forbid you smoke you some Reggie now. Oh, you a clown, you smoke you some regular weed. Oh, you smoke you some regular weed, you a clown. Shit, regular weed get you regular high, and you ain't gonna die from the shit. Fuck, I got to be worried about dying. That shit's bad enough when niggas was smoking that K2, that spice. I did it too. I smoked that shit before. You know what I mean? I smoked it up top. And then when I came home, I was on parole, so, you know, couldn't smoke no weed. This was before all the weed was legal and shit. I heard now that motherfucker can smoke weed. You can't even go to jail for no dirty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was smoking that K2, that spice and shit or whatever, until one time, yo, nigga told me, like, yo, this the good shit. Boom, boom. The hell yeah, I want the good shit. Fuck it. I don't want none of the bullshit. I want the good shit. Now, if y'all know what the K2 or the spice shit is, like, it's just shit that you should not be consuming into your body, man. This shit is like potpourri shit. You know, the shit that your grandma used to have laying around in a big bag around the house that say not for human consumption and all that shit. It say it right on the pack too. Shit get you high as fuck. Whatever to chase that high, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And one time I'm smoking this shit heavy. Now, mind you, up north, when you smoke up north, you smoke a pinner, like a stick is what they call them up top. A stick, because them shit is stick figure, really, really little, super expensive. Anywhere from 3 to 5 niggas on one stick, and y'all all high as shit for no fucking reason, right? So smoking sticks of this shit to get you right. Now imagine coming home smoking blunts of that shit. Man, oh man. I was smoking blunts of them shit, like big fingers. Not no little bullshit, smoking heavy of that shit. Now smoking that shit, bro, I got up to go to the bathroom, right? And I'm hunched over. This is what my peoples was telling me. Like, I'm hunched over. And they like, yo, stand up straight. I'm like, yo, I am standing up straight. Like, what are you talking about? And they like, nah, nigga, like, stand up straight, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm like, yo, what is y'all talking about? Like, I am standing up straight. Like, I'm standing up straight. And they told me, like, nah, boy, you're hunched over. Like, something wrong with you. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, so now I'm bugging. Like, damn, what the fuck is wrong? Go to the bathroom, looking at shit. I see myself standing up straight. They tell me that I'm not. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that was it. That was the last time I smoked that shit. That was it. I was done after that. I had the whole pack right there. I gave it the shit like, yo, hon, take this shit. He's like, all this shit? I can have it? I'm like, yup. And then I'm like, yo, meet me at the crib. Come to the crib in the morning. I got about 4 blunts down there in a bag. You come get that shit too. Word. You like, word? You done for real? I'm like, nigga, I was standing up straight. I thought I was. Y'all told me I was hunched over. I don't know what was going on just now. I'm feeling weird. I had to sit down. Yo, crazy experience. Crazy experience. He like, damn, man, I told you that was good shit. You wouldn't smoke that shit like that. I don't go, fuck. I'm never smoking this shit ever again. Ever again. That was the last time I smoked that shit, yo. Or boom. I felt like I didn't know what was going on. Or I had no clue. I'm thinking I'm standing up straight. These motherfuckers telling me I'm hunched over and shit. Or so yeah, the fentanyl on the weed is crazy. Gotta be careful where you getting your weed from, man. You know, they got dispensaries everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Go ahead on to a dispensary or something. Get right. At least you know the shit good. At least you know it ain't no bullshit. Or I don't know what else to tell you because you get the wrong batch, yeah, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be over for you. Don't let it be over for you over no goddamn weed, man. Yeah, but I find it very odd that, you know, I know you want to educate. I know people want to be educated about drugs and shit like that. Like, you want your kids to know, like, you know, what to fuck with, what not to fuck with, and, you know, things of that nature. However, like a whole commercial about fentanyl test strips and shit, like, why? That's like when they was handing out in New York, when they was handing out needles and shit. Like, you giving the paraphernalia to the people to use it to get high. Oh well, at least it's clean ones. At least we know it's clean ones. They handing out crack pipes and shit. What the fuck? Like, what? Like, make this make sense to me. All right, y'all handing out drug paraphernalia or stuff used to do the drugs. However, you're locking people up for selling the drugs. I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't like, you're promoting it, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get that shit. Like, you're promoting it, you know, smoke your crack, you know, smoke it clean. As long as you know you're doing it clean and shit, boom, boom, whatever. Shoot your dope, whatever. I'll just make sure, you know what I'm saying? But then you gonna run down and lock niggas up. Like, that shit make listen, man. eh, I mean, it's weird to me, but what's weird to me might not be to you. So maybe you get it. If you get it and you understand it, then, please help me to understand because I don't get it. I don't see how that's right. Or like I said, I know you want to teach your kids about drugs and you know what I'm saying, what the drugs would do to you and things of that nature, but bro, you don't have to have commercials about fentanyl test strips. Oh, test your drugs before you take them. And here's a pipe that for you to smoke it out of. You know what I'm saying? When you go get them pills off the street, you know, test them first to make sure they ain't got fentanyl in them. No, nigga, how about don't take them? like what? Like what the fuck? Like you know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not like being here on my high horse and shit like that. It's nothing like that because I done dibbled and dabbled. Shit, I used to pop the fuck out of an E-pill. Let me tell you, but that's when them shits was E-pills. Not no goddamn fentanyl pills, man. Not no stepped on, pressed on joints. Shit, used to love me a goddamn ecstasy pill, man. I tell you, used to smoke a hella bud, all that shit. I just, you know what I'm saying? It just came a time in my life where, you know what I mean? Would I rather get high or would I rather, you know, create better opportunities for myself? Because if I'm getting high with these drugs, it kind of stagnates you from moving up anywhere when it comes to, getting a career in certain fields and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta sacrifice sometimes. You gotta sacrifice. That's why I try to tell my kids all the time, like, sometimes you gotta sacrifice, man. You know? You gotta say, no, I'm not gonna do this, or I can't have this just so I can get this or have that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know if I smoke bud, I lose my CDL. It's very simple. If I pop pills out here and shit, running around popping pills and shit, I lose my CDL. You know what I mean? And now I'm like doing a dead end job or something, or excuse me, wound up doing something that I don't want to do, that I don't like to do, that the cost of living out here is crazy. Like, I can't go to get like a job that I can't live off of. What am I doing? What am I going to be working here and I can't even, this shit don't help me pay my bills and shit? Like, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? So I'd rather not pop the pills and I'd rather not smoke the weed and shit because I like money better. Like, I like money way better. Fuck it. Like, there's no high, like, counting up a bag, like, or checking your account and seeing that shit hit. Like, there's no better feeling than that. For me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I done popped pills before. Used to love it. Let me tell you, man. That Molly, whoo. Ooh. Ooh. Woo. That pink Molly, that blue Molly. Boy, that Molly. That's when that Molly was Molly. You feel me? Like, damn, man, I remember one time I had a goddamn bad experience with that shit too, and that was the last time I did that. So I had dipped my finger in some pure MDMA. And it's crazy because I was just reminiscent about that with a friend of mine, a dude that I was, you know what I mean, with when this occurred and shit. Man, he took me to his white boy, man. He like, man, Molly, fucking fuck Molly, man. I got some pure MDMA. He like, yeah, just lick your tip and, stick it in there and boom. Man, I was up for like 3 days. No cap. When I tell you up for like 3 days, man, I was up, wired, for real, like. And then when I crashed out, boy, I was asleep for about a good 24 hours straight, no cap. That was it for me. That was it for me. Boy, that shit. Woo. Mm-mm. Never again. Never again. And this is why I say these are my personal experiences. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people got to go through it themselves to say, hey, I ain't doing that shit no more. Hell no. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff got to happen in your life personally for you not to do it or for you to stay away from it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just sharing with you my experiences on why there's no way in hell I'm popping another fucking pill in my life. Or uh, doing Molly ever again. I'm just never going to do it. And it's scary because now what? I got to be running around with fentanyl test strips, testing every time a nigga pops on or smokes something? Nah, man. I'm good on that. You can you can keep that, man. You can keep that, man. Yo, so all right, this is gonna bring us to the end of our episode. However, so for the last quote of the episode, the outro quote, and then I'm gonna elaborate on it. This is crazy because I was just having this conversation with my cousin last night about this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, people have their own opinions about certain shit, like I was saying earlier. However, the quote to end the episode is, love is love, loyalty is everything. Now, what this means to me, right? The word love, period, gets tossed around too loosely, in my opinion. Okay? So, it's very easy for someone to say, I love you. Like, that don't really matter for real. It's so loosely used. Like, you see it every day. Oh, I love you, bro. I love you. Boom, boom. Loyalty to me, that shit is everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I done seen people do shit to other people that they love. Like, what the fuck? Love, so what? Like, so what you love me? So what? So what? Love is love. Loyalty is everything, man. And like I say, these quotes, man, these are just quotes for me. Like, this is how I look at things. This is how I see it. This is how it pertains to my life, man. I don't really care. I don't really care for the love, for real. Because the shit is so tainted anyway. Like, what the fuck is you loving me gonna do for me, for real? Now, the loyalty, which comes with the respect, now that's something, man. I would prefer a loyal individual over a person to love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, man, I done seen people do some vicious, and I know you've seen it too. You've heard about it. You've been through it. Motherfuckers tell you they love you and still stab you in the back. Now, these are your loved ones. Now, somebody that's loyal to you and has respect and is loyal to you, they don't do that. They're not going to do those things to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. They're not doing that to you if they're loyal to you. It's not going to happen. So, you know, love ain't really I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Certain types of love. Let me say that. Because I love my children. I love my family. Like my mom, like that's a different type of love. Now, when you have these brotherly loves and, you love your sister and, sis and bro and, you know what I'm saying? That type of love, is it love for real though? Because maybe I got it fucked up. Maybe I'm twisted. Maybe it's not love and they saying it's love, but it ain't really love for real. Because I know me, man. When I say something, it brings us back to that quote, say what you mean and mean what you say, man. When I say something, best believe I mean exactly that. Like, you don't have to second guess if I'm keeping it a stack or not. Like, you don't have to second guess. Not me. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have to. I'm not one that you have to second guess when it comes to shit. If I'm telling you this is what it is. For real, for real. They say, oh, your actions speak louder than words and all that. Listen, man. Believe me when I say what I'm saying, man. Because I mean what I say and I say what I mean, man. You know what I mean? Because somebody could be doing something and you're interpreting it different. Because you're envisioning it, you see it. You might be thinking it's something other than what it is just because they're doing something, a good gesture maybe or something like that. You know what I mean? That's why that is kind of, preference. Might mean something to somebody, might mean different to somebody else and shit. You know what I mean? So like, love is love, loyalty is everything, man. For me, that's how I like it. That's how I prefer it to be. I prefer loyalty, man. So before we get out of here, I just want to touch on one other thing that me and my cousin was talking about last night. You know what I'm saying? And he was more so saying that females date for stability and security, and males date for the look or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shorty a good look, she bad, she got this, boom, 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 or shorty like, oh, he got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's stable, he live on his own, or he, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that or whatever. Like, I mean, we was having a little discussion about it and shit like that. Like, I don't know how y'all feel. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like women date men for stability because, you know what I'm saying? The woman will hold him up or hold you. I mean, the man will hold you up or whatever. Like, keep you stable and keep you put up and pay for this and pay for that and shit like that. I mean, I think it's changing now in these times because, you see a lot of females that get their own bag, like they get their own money and shit. So it's like they really what you need a nigga for real. So that's what, like, the conversation we were having back and forth because, not necessarily nowadays, it's not like that. Maybe back in the days, women would date men because, he's a man, you know what I'm saying? He can keep you safe, he can protect you, and he's providing, he's creating a stable living for you. Maybe back then that's how it was, or that's how, you know what I'm saying, it was seen. And then the men dating for the look, I definitely, that's why I definitely agree with that. Like, I think that a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, go for the fat ass, go for the slim waist, go for the, you know what I'm saying? Shorty could be a piece of shit as long as she look good though. Like, my bitch bad. I broke bum bitch, but fuck it, she look good. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's weird. Um, for people to date with an ulterior motive. I don't think that's cool at all. Like, that should not be why you're dating, having an ulterior motive. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, bitch be like, oh, yeah, that nigga got money and shit. I don't give a fuck. He got money. Nigga might be cooked for real. But as long as the nigga got money, like damn, that's all you care about, shorty. That's sad. And then nigga be like, yeah, shorty, I don't give a fuck. She cooked. She got fast, nigga. Like, nah, that's what y'all want. Like, to each their own, man. Ain't nothing I can do about it. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, man. You do your thing, playboy, and you do your thing, play girl. But yeah, like I said, man, acknowledge everything, entertain nothing. Also, say what you mean and mean what you say. And love is love. Loyalty is everything. And you can quote me on this.